It's not the same about the Sakamoto Hitoshi soundtrack, is it? This is Gauntlet on the PlayStation 2. It's part of the Midway Arcade Treasures Collection disc. The sequels are not included on here. And the music from the NES port is not included on here either, which is actually the NES port is the version that I played first. And I believe I saw one of the four player cocktail tables for the arcade cabinet after that. This is one of those games. How do I describe? Was this was not the first game to have microtransactions, but it was definitely one of those games where you would basically stay the basically your health was constantly draining as you played. So the only way to stay alive was to keep putting quarters in the machine. So arguably the most efficient way to play the game was to get to health potions as quickly as possible or get to exits as quickly as possible. But you're constantly being mobbed by enemies, so you're constantly getting your health whittled away on top of what the game was already doing to you. So that was obviously going to be a problem. Damage to player's health, getting shot. Yeah, I think there's friendly fire in this game. Getting hit, 5, 4. Players can fight sorcerers. Sorcerers cannot be shot while invisible. Players can fight sorcerers. Sorcerers fight. I don't even know what they were talking about. Only magic hurts death. It basically saps your life away incredibly quickly. Up to 200 health, apparently. Points for shooting death, 1. Amazing. That was steals from the richest player. Players can fight thief. Okay, that's good to know. I actually don't remember most of that. So before Diablo, there was this. We'll play as the elf first, and we'll switch to Valkyrie, wizard, and then warrior last. I never really liked playing as the warrior because he was just too slow. He was a tank, but in a game like this, he tended to get left behind. We going? There we go. So if you want to go diagonal, darn it. So if you want to go diagonal, do you have to use the left stick? Yeah, I think you're better off playing with the joystick. Because playing with the D-pad, you can't really go diagonally that easily. You're gonna want to go diagonally when you're shooting at these guys, depending on your angle of attack here. Yeah, I don't know why I was pointed up when I was facing down. Yes, I mean, for some reason my arrow is turning upward. Don't know what's going on with that. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to grab the key and go right, but whatever. Because there are some shortcuts to deeper levels if you want to play that way. Yeah, don't shoot the treasure, unfortunately. We're gonna have to burn through these guys. I guess you can hold the button down for auto fire, but it's not that fast. It's no faster than just mashing the button. So you're better off just holding the button down, I guess. The rate of fire is just as fast if you hold the button down, apparently. Don't shoot the treasure. Yeah, don't dilly-dally, because remember, you're losing life constantly. I might want to switch to the D-pad just to do more precise movements. Okay, that sucked. It takes 2 arrows to bring these guys down. Jeez. Quest store the elf is the fastest. That sucked. En route. So yeah, level 1, there was a shortcut to level 4 if I got the key and went through the door, but I forgot that. I wasn't paying attention. Guess I freaked out a little bit. Darn, I walked right past that. Wow. I guess I should probably shoot these monster generators that are spitting out these ghosts, huh? Okay, so press triangle to add more coins, and that gives me 700 more health. I don't have the key. There's the key. Oh, I only have one key. That's bad. I made it out. Not anymore. Like I said, before Diablo, there was this. Couch co-op too, which is fun. You can choose to play 2 or 4 player from the options menu. Forgot to pick that up earlier. Unbelievable. Fight hand to hand by running into grunts. I don't think you want Questor to do that. But you have to actually press the button. Okay, they go down with 1 hit, so that's good. They're gonna hit us with that Zerg rush. I mean, really, at its core, this is just a top-down shooter. But I always kind of liked some of the ideas this game had. I thought the game needed to develop them. Because I know this game got a sequel. I think it's what's it called, Gauntlet Legends, which I believe I have on the PlayStation 2. I'll double check. I might. I mean, I think I used to own the GameCube version or the Xbox version and never played it. Okay, I'm gonna die. Could just use magic. I have no potions. The circle button, yeah. On the right side of the screen, I have 2 blue potions. So I gotta keep remembering to eat. But that was poison, wasn't it? I thought the double X was poison. Well, I forgot to shoot the monster generator. That guy's attacking me diagonally. That was the problem. And you have to shoot the monster generators. You can't just walk up to them. Woo, 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 woo. Let's throw some more food in there. So how many coins have I used so far? Probably 4. Obviously, I'm not playing optimally, but what are you going to do? Sort of the kind of game this is. Woo! I forgot to shoot it. Thought that was a wall. There's an exit over there. Give me a second. Oh, I can't fight ghosts using melee. Yeah, I can't fight ghosts using melee. Keep forgetting. But you can whack the grunts with melee attacks at least. Or do these guys take 2 hits now? Gimme. I don't know if I'm getting anything good. These guys take a couple of hits. Yeah, they take a couple of hits to bring down. Is it better to just whack them with my club in melee range? Can't even tell anymore. I don't think Questor speed is helping me that much. And I can't switch characters, I don't think. So this sucks. Oh well. Guess I'm gonna have to eat it. Yeah, no more health. Yeah, sorry, no more potions. Yeah, I gotta burn through them. Thought I was shooting that thing. Guess I wasn't. Go away. You're just wailing on me. Okay. Think I might be able to shoot that monster generator? Nope. Can't get there in time, I don't think. That's not a monster generator, it's a treasure. So there's your problem. There is a monster generator up there. Exit to 8. There you go. So that might have saved me some extra. That might have saved me a bunch of health. Just skip into a deeper dungeon. Sometimes if you know what you're doing, uh-oh. Ugh, melee. These guys got range. That's the problem. They don't have any health. So all this is like, it doesn't feel like there's any strategy. This feels like I'm tanking through all of this. You whack the sorcerers. It just feels like I'm tanking through every. I can get diagonally. I can hit that diagonally. Yep. It just feels like I'm tanking through everybody. Doesn't seem like there's that much strategy. It's always the problem I have with this game. Like it seemed interesting. This is that everyone just constantly overwhelms you. You're just constantly taking damage. Yeah, I don't know what that red thing is. We'll get to that in a second. Can't shoot it. Might be some hidden areas around here I don't remember. But yeah, I'm still taking hit damage. Jeez. Guys are the worst. It's like keep moving and don't take too much damage seems to be the strategy there. That's what I mean. It's like these guys just keep coming too quickly. So it doesn't seem like I'm actually making any progress. So sometimes I just have to. I did. Uh-oh. I don't have health. I don't have a potion. Now I do. Teleporter, okay. Because direct line of sight, I guess. Whatever the closest one is, anyway. Yeah, I'm losing interest in this incredibly quickly, unfortunately. It's just too tanky. Like I said, it doesn't feel like there's much strategy to this. I got the key. Look out, I got up. Guess I'm gonna have to eat another quarter. Oh, death can't get to me if I'm surrounded by grunts. That's a nice touch. Oh, which walls? Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm stuck in the corner now. Wait, I killed him. I didn't think I was supposed to be able to kill him. So what walls disappeared? I'm probably just gonna have to eat it. We'll just eat it and then die and switch to somebody else. But yeah, I'm not really thrilled by this. Questor speed isn't. Was Questor faster in the NES version? He doesn't feel like he's that much faster than anyone else in this version, which is the arcade original. Dong. Dong. No. Okay, but I didn't want to be him. I wanted to be somebody else. We'll take the L next time, then just switch to somebody else. Oh, jeez. Yeah, not much music here at all, but there's a lot more music in the NES version. Health increased by 100. So that's snap poison. Wacky wackety. Lobbers are super annoying. Yeah, man. I just. It's a lot of that. A lot just being stuck somewhere, just taking a bunch of damage, and there's not much you can do about it. Other than just press forward and hope you don't take too much damage in the meantime. So I guess the strategy is just press the direction towards the enemy and just tank your way through everyone you face. Not really comfortable with that. Don't let death dictate it. No, we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat it. Yeah, we're gonna eat it. Okay, so yeah, this is incredibly lame. Again, couch co-op might be a bit more fun, but again, just I mean, playing for free implies that the game really doesn't have any value, unless you like want to challenge yourself. But I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't think it's. It might be possible to 1cc this game if you know where all of the health pickups are. I just don't get it. It's just you just take damage and you just take damage and then you just kind of just tank through every level you can. I mean, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of strategy. Like you can shoot through walls, but Other than that, Lance Valkyrie. Ow. Okay, so she uses 7, not 9, because she has a bit more defense than Questor does. I don't remember Valkyrie's name, so I'm just going to call her Lenneth. Okay, so we're going to go to the level. We're going to go to level 4 by skipping all of this. She feels about as fast as everyone else. So she feels about as fast as Questor. So I don't think Questor is that helpful. I think she and the warrior can tank the hardest as far as like doing more damage at close range. I don't remember. But I want to say all that was definitely true in the NES version. Like the warrior was just slow. The red warrior was just slow. What was her deal? I think she had the best defense. The warrior was just slow, but he hit the hardest. Like I think Valkyrie was just balanced. Again, there weren't that many female protagonists back then in NES games, at least in the United States. She was one of the few I remember playing as. I mean, there were a few games I never got to play, like Worm, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Never really got to play that. Got to keep moving. Like I said, sometimes you just get stuck. You just have to tank through everybody. Because what else can you do? You can't shoot the treasure. So you can shoot the food, just not the treasure. Ow. So that's 2 quarters I've eaten. Well, 2 extra quarters I've pumped in. Again, conceptually, this sounds kind of interesting. Couch co-op, top-down shooter, but you don't have any power-ups. It's just health power-ups. Nothing really interesting. I think you might want to keep some of these treasure chests there so you can like use them as obstacles, like in a like in a Gears of War or something. You have to burn through these guys. Give me a second. Too many. Got to tank through them. Can't reach them. So I was using the treasure chest as cover. Maybe that's strategy. I don't know. I mean, like, you just eat crap constantly. Just can't get past it. So I guess I can shoot all the ghosts, then melee through the grunts. That seems to be how to get through that. This is what I was talking about. You just kind of tank through everyone you can. I wish there were more to it, but I don't think there is. I can watch an optimal run, see if that makes a difference. There's level 8. So there's a tiny bit of that level I never got to see. Shoot magic potions for a greater effect. Oh yeah, you can burn the potion on sight just by shooting at it, and it just wipes out everyone in the room usually. I think if you're a sorcerer, it can like wipe out everyone on the level, not just the screen, but it's not just. I think with everyone else, the potion's like a screen clearing bomb. But I want to say for the sorcerer, if you shoot a potion, it takes out everyone on the level. They eventually spawn back, because that's kind of game this is. Yeah, shoot that. So I can shoot through the corner right there. You can't really reach everybody. Can I reach that monster generator? I think I can reach the monster generator, I think. Which is what you really want to be able to do. Just take out the monster closet. There we go. Running out of time. Can't reach that. I can reach that one though. So again, using the left stick makes it easier for me to stick on a diagonal, which is what I want. I have to burn through all these grunts to get to the freaking monster closet. There we go. Finally made it through. That might have been a waste of time. Okay, don't waste your time on them. Go away. So I'm wasting my time probably trying to shoot through that monster closet because there are too many enemies in the way. They eat all my projectiles. Can't reach that. Hold on. I can't take out the lobbers from here. Give me the loot. Okay, there's a generator around here. There it is. Gotta take out the sorcerers. Like I said, was there a strategy to that? Because the enemies come out too fast. That's the problem I have. Uh-oh, that's not good. Bye. I probably could have just shot that. Probably could have just shot the potion, but I got 2 I can eat now. Whoops! Okay, screw you. He's down. So that was just a big old circle, I guess. Aren't there supposed to be traps that cause walls to disappear? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna eat. I'm gonna take another potion, then leave. I could probably make it to level 9, I guess. That's what I mean. Like, I don't want to play as anyone else. I mean, I guess I'll play as this. I guess I'll play as the warrior to see if he's much slower. Doesn't feel like it. So maybe they added those attributes to the NES game. This game just feels like a quarter muncher. Okay, where's the disappearing wall? What wall disappeared? So I'm gonna see if I can leave the. I'm gonna see if I can get tank through this level. I don't want some more quarters in. After I can't get to that monster generator, so screw that. Can't. Yeah, I don't know what wall disappeared. So no reason to go there. Can I get that monster generator? Yeah, there we go. Can't get that one. No monster generator. I could probably still take out the enemies because the monster generator's gone, right? Assuming the monster generator. Yeah, it's not gone. It's over here. I don't think I can get that one. So I get 5 points for killing these guys, by the way, so let's not even waste our time with that. So I haven't destroyed all the monster generators yet. Guess I can just kill these guys because I took out their monster generator already. So they won't respawn, but there are some other enemies that will respawn. Yeah, it's no Dragon's Dogma. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's a top-down shooter. It's just not a lot to it, unfortunately. That's really all it is, a top-down shooter. Game design isn't easy, kids. Like, how could you make this game easy? Well, better. Well, make the levels, I guess, a bit more exploratory. Make the rewards better. Make the enemy layouts less, mob-based and more like enemy placement-based, I suppose. Because, like I said, most of the strategy seems to involve get rid of the freaking timer that's constantly ticking down. Because it reduces because I mean it's an arcade quarter munching design bit. It doesn't make the game fair. It doesn't make the game more challenging in a fair way. It just it encourages you to put more money in the machine more quickly. That's a typical coin op nonsense. Okay, can I clear these guys out? Because I don't know if there's a monster generator here. Don't tell me I'm lost. You definitely don't want to get lost in a game like this where you're constantly losing health. So that's good. I want to say there's a monster generator for the grunts, but not for the ghosts. Okay, so I can't take them out. Can't go that way. Yeah, I thought they said some wall disappeared. What wall disappeared? There was some trap There's some trap that I triggered. But what wall actually disappeared? Come on, dog. There we go. So you can bait them. Great, amazing. I'm gonna 100% this level, yo. So I probably just have to go through that teleporter because there's no other reason for me to be here. I caused a wall to disappear, but now I'm just stuck. So your health ticks down once every 2 seconds. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1. I guess like every second it ticks down. So we opened the gate already. Can I go down here? Can't get through that. There's still a monster generator here, so these guys are just gonna respawn. Yeah, what am I missing? Like, I want to say I didn't soft lock myself. I mean, I'm not stuck in a. Whoop! There it is. Guess the game just gave up, or maybe I triggered the trap. Is there a special exit out of here? Yeah, was there a special exit out of here? I guess the game took pity on me at some point. Don't know what that was about. So there's death everywhere, literally. I'll take that. So I did make it to another level. So I have to get through those. Okay. So I don't always go to the same spot. I think it's based on the direction that I'm facing. Is it based on the direction that I'm facing? Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's based on the direction you're facing. It's based on the direction you're facing when you go inside. Then once he sucks out 200 health, they disappear. So once death takes 200 of your health, it disappears. I'm gonna call it. This game just sucks. Yeah. So we'll try as what's his name? No, we're not gonna do that. Isn't there an options menu? Oh well. I'll check out the Red Warrior, see if he's like the Red Barbarian, see if he's as slow as everybody else. Not sure. And then we'll go and check out some of the history, and then probably never touch this game. Yeah, this game sucks. It's conceivably more entertaining as most things are with a two-player mode, but with couch co-op, but it just feels lame. I guess he's a little slower. Yeah, I guess he's slower. He's slower than Questor, I suppose. And he starts with just as much health as everybody else. Yeah, he doesn't feel that much faster than Questor. He might not be faster at all. He might not be faster at all. At that health. Yeah, it's just I can lower the difficulty level, but it's like this guy's just eating it. So I guess I can lower the difficulty level, but then again, it raises the same question. It's like, what's the strategy here? Just tank as much damage as you can and get the health as quickly as possible, I guess. Hold on, let me see if I can get that thing. Okay, let's funnel him into a corner if we can. Okay, is there a monster closet around here? Yeah. Seems fine to me. He just lost half his health, so the game has to warn you. This is level 8? Maybe this is a different level 8. So I like that part about the game. The fact that getting different keys and going through different doors takes you to different areas. That sounds interesting, actually. So I guess he takes less damage than the others do. I could have sworn Questor took more damage than like he ate more. He absorbed. Let me put it this way: hits. He's more fragile than the others, I think. I mean, I guess his weapon's stronger than the others. I don't know. It's just again, these guys just feel like palette swaps, marginally different from each other. Except maybe how much damage, how many damage points they take when they get hit. I mean, see these freaking lobbers, man. Jeez. Again, in principle, they're an interesting idea for a bad guy, like someone you can't really touch. But because you're constantly surrounded by enemies, it just gets really frustrating. And of course, you get in situations like that where you can't stand still. You get in situations like that where you just can't stand still. Get it? Yep. Oh, shooting a potion has a lesser effect. I thought it had a greater effect. Oh well, that was a waste. Should have just grabbed it and then used it. Well, I killed death. That's what matters. I can't get through the walls. Okay. Yeah, I can't shoot through the wall. So I guess Valkyrie can shoot through walls, which is a nice little bit of nuance. Again, I appreciate that. So I guess the axes can't go through the walls. I think I need to go all the way up to trigger that wall. I need to trigger that trap. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this game anymore. It's trash. So we'll just go to the informational portion of this video because this game is just some trash. Yep. All right. So we're out. Nope. Not playing this game anymore. Solid C minus, maybe lower, but conceptually it's interesting. I like the idea of a top-down shooter, but this one ain't doing it. It's a shame. Again, if there wasn't the whole like, let's say for instance your health, you can start with more health if you want, but there's still the problem of you just taking a bunch of damage. That to me is the big problem. It's not just that your health is ticking down a little bit at a time. It's that you're constantly taking damage, and there's not a whole lot of strategy to this because you're always in these tight corners, and you're always getting overwhelmed by the game. The enemies are constantly overwhelming you with numbers. They're doing the freaking Zerg rush from StarCraft, but there's nothing you can do to counteract except for just push forward and take as little damage as you can in the process. It's just lame. A cell sheet. Can we zoom in on that? Some low quality JPEG here. Yeah, 2-player cabinet designed specifically for street locations, as in not a cocktail location. Are they implying that you were allowed to play these games like outside? Which I'm sure you could do. I don't think anyone's walking off the Gauntlet machine though. The 4-player. Yeah, I thought there was a cocktail table. I could have swore I saw a Gauntlet cocktail. Maybe it was a bootleg. Gauntlet 2, not included in this collection, by the way. Again, yeah, conceptually, I could have a lot. No interviews, huh? Okay, so that was a waste of time. Pat McCarthy, engineer of Gauntlet, that allows creator created 5 patents of work. Okay, thanks. Oh, here we go. All right, so that's what's going on. Atari Core and Atari Games. Gauntlet, Marble Madness, and Paperboy. Well, Paperboy's, I'm not saying it's an acquired taste, I guess. Marble Madness, I'll play later. No, yeah, Crystal Castles is technically not a midway game, is it? We'll get around to that. And I promise I'm going to play Smash TV, but I want to watch Running Man first. Never seen that movie, shockingly enough. Then again, I'd already seen RoboCop by then, so I guess Running Man isn't much worse than that. Roadrunner. The System 1 hardware used in Marble Madness. Okay, that's cool. Small arcade in San Jose in the first week worst, but becoming $1,000 a week. A sign to be placed on the game limiting play. Didn't Pong? Well, Pong had a different story where apparently the machine was so popular that uh, the the quarter box was full before it could be emptied out. I mean, if you just neglect to empty out, if you neglect to collect your quarters, they'll eventually fill up. But the apocryphal story, which I don't remember if it was true, but the Atari 40th anniversary collection, I think, confirmed that yeah, there was a machine that was so popular that the machine was broken because there were too many quarters inside, and they had to collect the quarters sooner than they expected, I suppose. Zybots is not included here. No, it's probably one of the other. It's one of the. It's not one of the later collections. I think I have the Xbox One version of that because I've been meaning to get around to Zybots because I remember there were some dudes back in the late '90s who didn't like Doom because they preferred Zybots, with the ticking clock and all of that. But I think he was ultimately an arcade nerd. He didn't like the idea that you can just kind of like hang back in a corner and just kind of save scum your way through the game with no time pressure. That's another issue entirely. I'm never really a fan of time pressures like that in video games, but again, they're arcade conceit. You can speedrun the game if you want, obviously. Gauntlet would have spawned Atari's first Doom-like game in the arcade. Yeah, why did I think there was? I maybe Gauntlet 2 had a. Maybe I was playing Gauntlet 2 instead of Gauntlet 1. But I want to say it was definitely a cocktail table, which you could easily do for Gauntlet. How are you gonna get four strangers to play together? There are probably still some fist fights and stuff. Someone shot the food, starting a fist fight. I'm sure that happened. Pull the game from the field test. Game was pulled for being too popular. They've already established that. So that's the end. So we're circling back around. So yeah, yeah, this feels like a CD-ROM or like an like an encyclopedia CD-ROM where you press up or down and then the game fetches. So in other words, all we're reading now is like a slideshow. It's an interactive slideshow. You can move back and forth. So I could probably make a setup like this without a whole bunch of effort. It'd be like a web page, you know what I mean, where you click on the links and it looks like this. Similar style, I guess. So it's not hard to make a slideshow like this. Just takes a little HTML know-how. It's not terribly complicated. Okay, so before we end the video, what are we gonna play? Not Smash TV. There was a game I wanted to tool with. We'll play Rampart later because I did like Rampart a lot. I actually own the Genesis version, so maybe I'll play that one first. Defender. You know what? Defender is not terrible. I just get frustrated playing it. I played the Atari version. I played a DOS. I think I played a bootleg DOS version on a CD-ROM, but I never, ever, ever liked. I can't really say I like Defender. X to move fast, square to move slow. This game always looked. I'm always a fan of the way isometric games like this look. This Zaxxon was the first game. Zaxxon and Dragon's Lair were my two favorite looking games back in the day. Like I loved the isometric look of those games. And Marble Madness has that same vibe. I don't remember how Crystal Castles looked in arcades. And of course I saw Cubert back in the day. I thought Cubert was fine. But yeah, I would definitely like I can't draw obviously, but I would definitely make some voxel looking graphics like this. I do love the way this game looks. I don't know if people like Sid Field worked on this game, but for some reason I always just loved games that had this isometric view. It's like a low polygon look in a way, you know? But it works. Like it's clean. The shading, yeah, you have, yeah. Imagine seeing this game with ray tracing. That would be cool. The frame rate seems off though. I think the frame rate might not be 60 frames a second. We'll see what's going on. Like I said, this is just a test. So I think I should play with. Is it easier to play with the D-pad? The D-pad's not bad. We'll use the stick. Square. Hold square to move more slowly. And of course, Rare did a conversion of this game for Milton Bradley on the NES. You got for the black ball. Don't fall. There is what? See? Fall damage. Unlimited lives, but you have fall damage. And sometimes you'll get stunned on the way down, but you won't die. Again, this game is meant to be played with a trackball, but if you know what you're doing... Yeah! If you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. Square. Hold square to move slowly! Waypoints are nice. You don't fall down the vortex. Whoops. There's a gravity well there, I think. I held down square! Wow! Died at the finish line. Oh well. And this game is like, what, 4 levels in it? So yeah, that's Marble Madness. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll probably play more of that later. It's not a game you can play for very long, but it's again with a trackpad, a properly calibrated trackpad. Marble Madness is probably a good time, but on a joystick, or a D-pad, where you're holding down buttons to adjust the velocity, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I will tease Paperboy. I don't remember ever liking Paperboy. Every time I turn, I never played the arcade cabinet because I want to say you can use the pedal. Hold on. Oh, you press the R2 button to throw. Yeah, they're doing the weird because I think this game had a handlebar attached, had like an analog handlebar setup. I think connected to a stand-up cabinet. I forget exactly what the cabinet was like because I only saw it once. But yeah, this game obviously got ported on like every NES console and the Game Boy, and I never really liked it. And unlike Marble Madness, the isometric view here just the art here always just looks lame. Yeah, it's digitized voice. This game apparently has a pretty dope jazz soundtrack, which I don't think I've heard in the past. Well, I've heard bits of it. Good animation on this, though. I guess you can hold up. You can hold up on the right stick to put them more quickly. Yeah, the hit detection on this is very, very finicky. Like you will constantly take damage. Oh, you can't ride on the curb. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I also haven't been throwing anything. I need to do that, so we should probably throw some of this stuff. Yep. Aim for the mailbox if you can. If there's a non-subscriber, you aim for their window and you get bonus points. Look out! Wow, how did I avoid that? The problem is that throwing the newspapers has a lead time, so you have to kind of press it before you line up horizontally with the. I think I actually hit that one. You can hit the burglar if you know what you're doing, but whatever. I think there was a ramp right there. This game is just too brutal. It's just so frustrating. You avoid them. Ideally, you want to get it on their doorstep or in the mailbox. I think you might get more points if you hit the mailbox. But yeah, never liked this game. It's just too brutal. Like if it were more forgiving, like if there were more, I think if it were more forgiving, if you weren't constantly facing fail states every time you just slightly touch something. Like it's a totally unfair comparison. When you play a game like Radiant Silvergun, how's that for a comparison? Your ship is bigger than your vulnerable area. So you only take damage, I think, in the center of your sprite. But so your damage area is a very tiny portion of your ship's sprite. So you can weave through bullets that you don't think you're going to be able to weave through. The game is very generous in terms of how it allows you to survive. The collision detection is very forgiving, and it is absolutely not true in Paperboy, where it seems like you're taking damage from things that aren't touching you, even though they probably are. It's just that it needs to be more forgiving than it is, I would argue. So it's the collision box problem. You can teleport. I just don't remember how. Whoop. You gotta remember. You gotta pick up the humans on the bottom. Because if they get kidnapped, they get taken to the top of the screen, and they become mutants. And apparently they're pretty ruthless. I think they're fast. They become mutant ships. I can't get that. I'm trying to play with the D-pad, but it feels too stiff. So maybe I should play with the stick instead. One of the hardest games of all time, apparently. And again, I haven't really played this vector graphics version. Why can't I capture them? I was hoping I could save them. Remember, there's a radar that tells you if someone's being kidnapped. Yeah, yeah. One of those humans got kidnapped. I have to press a button to capture him. Well, I shot him. Shouldn't have done that. Whoop. Can I save him? Nope. I was trying to save that human who was being captured. Oh. I pressed the circle button. I guess I shouldn't. That was one of my screen clearing bombs. Okay, so you can shoot them, then set them on the ground, and that's good for points. Okay, so when they're being captured, you can shoot the capturing ship out of the sky. Save the citizen on the way down. Whoops. Save the citizen on the way down. Safely plant them on the ground, and you get the bonus points for that. Now, obviously, this is not a game I can explain in like a minute, but it was a little tease. But yeah, I totally forgot that this game was a vector. That this game had a blitter, kind of like a Robotron. So similar sound effects. Somehow not as difficult, if you can believe that. Probably you have to keep your eye on. There's a sound effects that tells you if someone's being kidnapped. So you have to keep your eye on that. If someone got picked up, nope, lost them. So that mutant is very fast and homes in on you right away. So when they get captured and taken to the top of the screen, they become mutants that home in on you very quickly. Got it. That's points. Yeah, we're going to lose another one. Yeah, that one transformed as well. I always like the sound effects on this thing. Okay, we're losing another one. Ow! Yeah, they shoot those, yeah. The mutants, I believe, also shoot those bullets that are really hard to dodge. So yeah, this game is stone cold ruthless, man. Okay, I'm not blowing up anyone's spot by making that claim, but I never really liked it because I never really survived long enough to appreciate it. On the when I played on I think it was on the Atari 2600, I think there was an easier difficulty level, so the game was more manageable. Initial difficulty, yeah, so you can lower that so you can learn the game, waves per planet, stuff like that, so you can make the game a bit more manageable. But it's always ruthless. There's really nothing you can do about that. Smart bomb, hyperspace, reversed, thrust. If you want to go faster, I guess you can thrust. So what's the last game we're gonna test? Just to finish off the video, maybe Road Blasters. I do want to play Rampart eventually. Sinistar, I don't even remember, so I have to read the rules. But then again, there's an attract mode that tells you what the rules are. But yeah, Root Beer Tapper. I think I played this game a couple of times. He was originally just called Tapper. Yeah, I played a bit of this before. Pull Tapper to film. Yeah, this game apparently had like um beer. They basically had beer tap joysticks. I believe is how it worked. But I haven't seen a cabinet. But yeah, remember, this was the early 80s, so a lot of these arcade machines had control gimmicks, like, like I said, handlebar controllers in Paperboy, steering wheels in most racing games like Super Sprint, joystick control in some games. I think Star Wars had the joystick in it in the arcade cabinet. So there was always these, and of course Robotron had the dual stick controls, which are still used today, obviously. But I mean, I'm playing on a PlayStation 2 with two sticks. But I think Food Fight, actually no, Food Fight did not have dual sticks. I think it had like a super precise digital stick. It wasn't analog, but it had like what, like 24 points of articulation, something like that. Like it had twice as many points of articulation as a clock would, which is near analog levels of precision, which is always nice. I wasn't paying attention to the rules, by the way. So I got sidetracked there. We're gonna end the video pretty soon. Clear all customers to advance. Place with a D-pad. So yeah, press the button once to fill, press it again to serve. Press. Well, so you teleport from one lane to the next. You can't stay in your lane in this game. You have to hit all the lanes. So I guess it's like League of Legends. Do I want to play League of Legends? I mean, I guess I should play Dota instead, but I mean, it's free, so I've been told I should play League of Legends. I knew a couple of coworkers who play League of Legends. Apparently they were good, like professionals good. Yeah, don't let the glasses fall, right? Yeah, let the glass fall. That was the problem. I wasn't supposed to let the glasses fall. So I could probably play this game for 5 minutes and never touch it again, but this is a good filler game, I think. Oh! Did I throw too many mugs? Probably threw too many mugs. Okay, I think she was just mad because she reached the edge of my line. I don't remember exactly what the problem was. I wasn't paying attention to why the glass fell in the bottom lane, but I think the woman in the second lane was the one who got sick of waiting for me. Okay, so this game was recorded on with my Plantronics USB-A headset plugged into my quad-core Celeron Windows 10 education laptop using the camera application for 60 frames per second capture. The PlayStation 2 was connected via component video to my SIG HDMI converter, connected to my J5 Create 4K UHD capture device. That's got a pass-through HDMI, so I can play at 480i on my flat screen Insignia Best Buy TV here. Decent input latency, actually. And of course, the USB-A connection goes to my computer for the capture. So I do want to watch Running Man, so I can finally get around to talking about Smash TV, a game I never really liked, but it probably feels better to talk about it after having seen Running Man for the first time, because that was conceivably the reference they were going for, right? We'll get around to it.